Hey everyone, this is Jillie. Thanks for tuning into the channel today. I am here today to offer up something new, I hope, or maybe something newer. Um, I am a tarot reader, and it is really like one of my passions. I love reading for people. And I'm also an energy worker, an energy healer, Reiki master teacher. And all of these things have had a healing effect on me personally in my life, to the extent that I've wanted to pass them along to you. So I've been on YouTube for a little while, and a lot of people do weekly tarot scopes or monthly updates and daily things, and I really I kind of want to do something. And what I came up with, and what I'm going to try here, and hopefully you guys will all like it, is that I'd like to do a midweek tarot and energy check-in, and maybe a little bit of wisdom, and perhaps I'll call this Wednesday Wisdom. So we'll do it midweek, and by that time you've already probably had a reading or watched a reading at the beginning of the week, and you can check in again here on Wednesdays to see how that's going for you, and maybe get some tips as to what what you want to do for the rest of the week. So I'm going to shuffle some cards here. I'm going to use the Gaian Tarot today. It is very, very hot and humid here in the mountains of Pennsylvania today. And does anybody else just really loathe air conditioning? I don't mind central air so much, although I kind of get tired of that too. But I really don't like window air conditioners. And I have, in my entire adult life, lived in older homes where we had to have window air conditioners. So I am always the one that turns the air conditioners off and has the windows open. And I don't know, I kind of think that that's, I grew up, I grew up in the 60s, and I grew up in an old house. We didn't have air conditioning, and I can remember, all the windows being open and the breezes blowing through, although there's not much of a breeze here today except for the one from the fan. Alrighty. Let's see. Let me concentrate here for a second and just ask for some wisdom for us for midweek and to get us through our week and into the next. Through this week and into the next. Alright, so let's move that. Pull these cards out. Yikes. Oh. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I've got to move my keyboard here because my cards are flying upwards. So let me pick two here. Okay. Okay. So I'm picking two. And I think what I'm feeling is that one of these will kind of be the main energy card, and then maybe something to think about, or maybe something that needs to leave you, that you need to let go of to get through your week. So the first card I chose is the Six of Earth from the Gaian Tarot. Let's see if I can get the glare off of it. There we go. No. Jeez. Okay. So the Sixth of Earth shows, is it a family? Yeah, it looks like a family, and they are shopping at a farmer's market. So they are, this is about giving and receiving. So the vendors are selling, their fresh vegetables to the people who are purchasing them. And there is not only the exchange of giving and receiving, but there's the exchange of energy that goes on back and forth there. I think with this card, the message of this card for me is about whether we are givers or receivers in this life. And we are a little bit of both, right? I mean, there are times when we're givers and there are times when we're receivers. But if we're real honest with ourselves, we are more comfortable with doing one or the other. I am a much more comfortable giver than I am a receiver. I find it difficult, although I am getting better, I find it difficult to be on the needing end or the receiving end. However, what I want to say is that, this is the balance of things. This is the balance of life, Sometimes we are receivers as givers. And givers, and receivers, it's not bad to be more comfortable on the receiving end of things. You need to be real honest about that, and you need to realize that there are times in your life when you are going to have to step up and give. And that is to keep the balance, like it is to keep the emotional balance, the spiritual balance, the physical balance. When I say physical, I don't necessarily mean like, body physical, but, the physical balance, the earth balance. So the balance of finances or chores or, whatever it is that you're in the position to be giving or receiving from. So I just think it's important for us to kind of think about midweek, where are we? Are we in giving mode or are we in receiving mode? And might that need to change a little bit? Food for thought. And then the next card I have here is the Ten of Air. And the Ten of Air is interesting because here are these geese flying in V formation in the fall, so they're migrating. And what that signifies to me is change and cycles and the deep knowledge of those cycles and changes and feeling those coming. And so these cards together, talk about possibly, being on, are you a giver? And do you know that it's time for you really to be a receiver? Do you know that you need to make that switch? Is there something in your life that you're really lacking or needing? And you need to ask for help, or you need to ask for somebody to do something for you. Is somebody offering to do something for you and you're saying, nope, I've got it covered, I can do it, I'm good. Maybe you need to open yourself to accepting that help. And on the other side of it, if you're a receiver and you are the person who people are doing for quite often, and whether that's because that's just kind of how it is, or whether there is some kind of a challenge in your life that makes that happen. And I'll give you an example. As many of you know who are not new to the channel, I don't drive. I have a visual impairment. I'm legally blind, and I am not allowed to drive a car. You wouldn't want me driving. So if I need to go to the grocery store, either somebody needs to go for me, or I need to find a way to get there, with somebody else. So people sometimes do for me because I can't do for myself. So I am the receiver in that situation. However, by that same token, then I try to give of myself. If somebody, a neighbor, say, goes to the store for me and they bring me food, they bring me my grocery order, I would be inclined to cook up a batch of soup and bring it over to them. So it's that cyclical, that ebb and flow, that give and take that needs to continue to happen over and over again. I hope that makes sense. So one more card I'd like to pull, and I'm going to pull it from, okay, let me move these. I'm telling you guys, I can't wait till I can get a camera. And that's one thing too. I was waiting, I kept waiting. I want to get a camera. I want to get a camera. And because I would really like to do it from my working table over there. But that will happen. It will happen one of these days. All right, so let's shuffle these cards. These are the Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. And these cards just like, oh man, they talk to me. They talk to me. They talk to my soul, and they talk to my clients. My clients get really good messages from them, and my family. My son picked one yesterday, and it's, oh gosh, this is funny because it's something that we've been talking to him about. So my son is very, he's very technical. So he's extremely left-brained. And so I kid him a lot, and talk to him about opening up his right brain a little bit. And so he chose a card yesterday. What card did he choose? But intuition. And he was like, why did I get this card? I said, well, maybe because you need to trust, your intuition. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. And what we got, which is, oh gosh, this is pretty cool actually. Put the cards back in the box. Okay, so what we got was the forest. And it says breath. Look at that. We're standing outside, like the entrance to a forest. Now, I don't know how many of you hike. We love to hike here, and as a kid, we liked to hike too. So often, well, I mean, a few times a season, we go up to a state park that's not too far from here, and we take a hike in the woods. Now, there's something magical about walking into the woods. There's something magical about coming from the clearing and walking into that grove of trees where, and the book mentions this, where you can't help but to walk into a forest and to take a big, huge, deep breath and just smell all that. I can't smell too much right now. My nose is sort of blocked out, but you smell all those, the moist leaves and the pine needles, and the air seems so much fresher. And you take this huge deep breath, and then you let it out, and you take another one, and you let it out. And as you do that 2 or 3 times, your body starts to release. So as you're taking that breath and releasing, you're releasing stress, and you're releasing like pent-up energy, and it is a relaxing process. So what I think that Spirit is telling us with this card is, and along with the other two, is to relax into this process of the giving and receiving. Relax into the cycle of it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't hold back on either side, whether you're a giver or a receiver. And also know when the cycle is up and it's time to change. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that that gives you some, I don't know, insight into your midweek. It's hump day, yay! And gets you into your weekend. So I will be back next Wednesday with another installment of our midweek wisdom. And thanks for watching. If you like this video, if you'd like to see more, please like the video and comment. That will help me to know that people are actually interested. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Or you can stay tuned for more videos on this channel because there will be more to come. Take care. Bye-bye now.